Straight ahead on OC News, the latest on the Dine and Dash incident that left one person hospitalized.
Major renovations are in store for the first 4 floors of the Pollock Library. We have the details on the latest developments.
And ASI election results are in. Find out who will be leading the Titans this coming year.
And I'm Beth Bingham, Georges. It was a gorgeous day today in weather, but how long will it last? I'll have that coming up in weather.
Welcome to OC News. I'm Melissa Flores.
And I'm Taylor Fish. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
An investigation is underway as a result of a brutal attack on one of Cal State Fullerton's very own faculty members. Tawny McCoy has the latest with this story. Tawny?
A Cal State Fullerton assistant faculty member was assaulted this past Saturday at 2:30 a.m. in downtown Fullerton. I'm standing in front of Derek Young's office to find out he did not show up to work today because he's still recovering of what happened this past weekend. Derek Young was knocked unconscious and sustains injuries to the eye and jaw. Young, who is a black man, claims he was attacked by 10 white men. Derek Young is not available for comment, but as far as we know, police say this is not a hate crime, but Mr. Young says otherwise. For OC News, I'm Tawny McCoy.
4 people have been arrested after a waitress and mother of 2 was run over at Mexico Lindo restaurant in Anaheim. On Sunday at around 6 p.m., 4 customers, a man, and 3 women ranging in age from 18 to 24 attempted to drive away without paying their bill. Restaurant surveillance cameras captured the suspects as they left the table and were followed by the 27-year-old waitress. According to restaurant employees, she walked up to their black Volkswagen Jetta and knocked on their window. The driver then backed out of this parking spot and then pulled forward, knocking the waitress to the ground and slowly running over her legs. She was transported to the UCI Medical Center where she was hospitalized with minor leg injuries. The 4 suspects were arrested this morning after deputies noticed a vehicle that matched the description at a Motel 6. The driver was arrested on suspicion of committing assault with a deadly weapon, and the 3 passengers were charged as accessory to assault with a deadly weapon. They are all being held on $25,000 bail at the Orange County Jail and are scheduled to appear in court on Tuesday. The investigation is ongoing.
The Pollock Library will be getting a facelift. Here's Krista O'Donnell with the story.
The architect for the Pollock Library released a statement today that they will be completely remodeling the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floor of the entire library, completely changing the way we see it now.
Are located on 7 different floors. There's also reader space and group study space. And then on the north side, this is quiet study area. There'll be more group study areas here as well. And we have the staff support here.
But one of the limitations we had in the library first floor was you had to put large rows of computers because we did not want to reduce the number of computers we had. But if you have better space to put them in there,
This is Krista O'Donnell reporting live at Cal State Fullerton.
2,803 Cal State Fullerton students went out to support this year's ASI elections. The College of Natural Science and Mathematics was the most competitive with 6 candidates. Ashley Pham and Tamara Nguyen took the win with 58% combined votes. The champions for the College of Communications were Joanna Solis and Amanda Hughes. 164 combined votes went to Stephen Chan and Jordan Perazzi from the College of Engineering and Computer Sciences. Joseph Valencia will be the only one representing College of the Arts, while Kaylee Bates and Vanessa Scottborough will represent the College of Health and Human Development. The College of Education had 3 candidates, Andrew Law, and winners Berlin Edmond Jr. and Brandon Harris. Armando Robles and Taylor Ferrer won with 62% of the student body votes. College of Business will be represented by Yvonne Quaresma and Gabrielle Sedeno. Michael Bedell and Katie Johnson ran unopposed this year for the Associated Student President and Vice President. All candidates will stay in office from June 1st through May 31st until next year's election.
Congratulations to our new student government.
Yes, and after the commercial, advice on how to spend your spring break, and we have the latest on smartwatches.
Plus, we know you're all wondering on what the weather will be like for this week. Coming up next on OC News.
It's what powers our journey to reach unimaginable heights. It fosters a sense of yearning to create, explore, and soar. It strengthens our will to climb to the top. It's the bedrock of our conviction that nothing's impossible. It transforms us and sets us free to thrive and build lives of purpose. Titan pride is at the heart of who we are.
We had a gorgeous day here in Orange County today. Beth Georges is here to tell us how long the nice weather will last.
It was beautiful today, wasn't it? I mean, this is perfect Southern California weather. This is when we know we get paid in sunshine. But it's not going to last all week. In fact, things are going to start to warm up. But let's look at our current temperatures right now. 72 degrees in Fullerton at this hour. It's going to get down to 57, not too cold. Winds are light, 10 miles an hour. Humidity, 42%. And that sunrise is 6:49 a.m. and we get a little bit more sunshine every day now, so it's not going to set for another couple of hours. Let's look at the 5-day forecast. Things are going to start to heat up a little bit. We look at Tuesday and Wednesday, we've got some mild temperatures in the 70s and 80s. The lows, not too bad in the high 50s and 60s. But take a look at what's happening towards the end of the week. As we move into the weekend, we're going to get some really warm temperatures. Thursday and Friday will be in the 90s, and then start to cool down a little bit on Saturday with a high of 88. Just in time for spring break, and I know a lot of people will be heading out to have fun in the surf and sun, and the weather should be perfect. Let's look at the national forecast now. Well, we've had great weather out west, or at least in Southern California, not so much across the rest of the nation. We are seeing some extremely cold temperatures up in the Great Lakes area and moving to the northeast. They're even getting some rain and snow. Can you believe it? Boston today was 30 degrees. High in New York City was 37, and that's cool for a couple of days into spring. But looking again out west, again, we've got nice warm temperatures from Texas moving all the way across to California, with a little bit of cooler temperatures coming down from Canada into Washington and Oregon. Now let's look at rain and snow that we're predicting for the rest of the country. Again, we're not going to have any. We're going to have sunny skies. But look at what's happening in the Midwest around Chicago. They're expecting a little bit of snow, and snow is going to fall all the way into the New England states. I know it's hard to believe it's spring. Think about their spring break, right? And then if we look out west, a little bit of rain over Oregon and Seattle, which is pretty normal for this time of year. So again, it's going to be gorgeous for a couple of days, and then we're going to have some hot weather, but that's not so bad going into spring break. Then you guys can get in your bikinis and head out to the sand and have some fun.
Thank you, Beth. We know you may have been stressing about midterms or homework, but thankfully we are at that final stretch. Spring break is next week, and if you don't have plans yet, it's not too late. Here's Kelsey Culver with some suggestions on where to get away.
We only have 9 weeks left of school, and even more exciting, next week is spring break. Hopefully you
already have something fun planned, but if not, I'm here to give you the top 5 spring break destinations, and maybe these will interest you to book one of your own. Starting at number 5, we have Lake Havasu. Every year, thousands of college students from across the U.S. descend upon Lake Havasu City for a celebration of spring and sunshine. There are sandbar shindigs and lakeside beach blowouts on one of the best boating lakes in the Southwest. This lively town turns into a 24/7 party scene on and off the water. Right behind Havasu at number 4 are the Bahamas. The white sands of the Bahamas are appealing to those who want to get sun-kissed. But even if you don't want to lay out, you can still soak up the scenery and Caribbean culture. And cheap lodging makes it easy for budget travelers to enjoy all that Bahamas has to offer. We head over to Mexico at number 3, Puerto Vallarta. By day, Puerto Vallarta has beach parties and hidden coves. You can go horseback riding to a waterfall, zip lining, and much more.
Once that sun sets, abundant happy hour specials cater to those on a tight budget. At number 2, we head all the way over to Miami Beach. Although a Florida vacation can be pricey, this Miami mainstay is surprisingly accessible. The sandy beaches and crystalline waters make it impossible to stay away. Clubs and bars line the streets, encouraging college students to come join all the fun. And the number 1 spring break vacation goes to Cabo San Lucas. Cabo stands as the party capital of southern Baja, brilliant beaches tucked away amongst beautiful rock formations. Servers are constantly giving away free drinks at the beachside watering holes, and nightlight hotspots crank up the party scene through the wee hours. You can dance the night away in the world-famous bars of Cabo Wabo Cantina. Hopefully one of those destinations can interest you for your own adventure. Now, what are you ladies doing for spring break?
Sound like so much fun, but I think I'm going to stay local. I'm going to hit up like Huntington, Laguna, Newport. What about you?
I think I'm going to go to Palm Desert with friends.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Lay out by the pool and
that sounds fun.
You know,
a week off, either way, wherever it is. It's going to be a good week. Over the weekend in Switzerland, 2 famous watch brands made announcements about their new wearable technology. Here's Michelle Nguyen with the latest tech news.
Melissa, recently Apple announced their first fashionable Apple Wear smartwatch that has the aluminum Sport Edition starting at $349, the stainless steel watch for $549, and the gold watch edition ranging from $10,000 to $17,000. But now Apple's got some high fashion competition. Tag Heuer is working on an Android Wear watch, and Gucci teamed up with will.i.am to make their first brand smartwatch. High fashion and high technology is the up-and-coming power advancement for this world, and well-known Swiss watch manufacturing company Tag Heuer decided to partner up with Intel and Google to create an Android Wear for their new watches. There is no set price on the watches, but they will be on sale in the 4th quarter of the year. Design-wise, Intel did make an announcement at Baselworld, one of the world's largest watch fairs in Switzerland, that the watch is an essential brand correct Carrera with an analog movement and polished hands inside a stainless steel case. It was also announced at Baselworld that Gucci and Black Eyed Peas group member will.i.am are partnering together to make their own stylish smartband. will.i.am refers to this watch as a smartband instead of a smartwatch to make it sound more fashionable. This isn't will.i.am's first debut of a smartband. Back in October 2014, his first smartwear called the Pulse came in the form of a giant cuff, but this new band will be sleeker and carry the Gucci design too. According to CNET, what is in the making for the Gucci IM Plus watch is that it will have a front-facing camera, GPS, 3D data, controllable music, tracking your fitness, and have a voice assistant named Anita. Thank you for tuning in for technology. Back to you guys.
I think I'm going to hit the nearby store to get myself one of those watches. How about you?
I don't like wearing. I'm just going to stick to my phone.
Sounds good.
After the break, all eyes are on men in Hollywood and the hip way to stay in shape.
Titan TV is a student-operated facility maintained by students.
Because he's happy, singer-songwriter Pharrell Williams was on hand to celebrate International Happiness Day. Rachel Ramos has the details on the latest celebrity gossip.
It was a great weekend for the men of Hollywood. Pharrell Williams, Chris Brown, Jason Aldean, and Vin Diesel all have reasons to be happy. The United Nations headquarters felt like a room without a roof on Friday. Pharrell Williams expressed good vibrations and positivity. Friday was the UN's International Day of Happiness, and singer-songwriter Pharrell Williams was among those who participated in the event. The artist behind the hit song Happy told those in the audience that everyone has the ability to feel good. Williams also stressed the importance of climate change and what the next generation can do to help. More than 6 years after police said he attacked then-girlfriend Rihanna, Chris Brown is officially off probation. According to People magazine, a judge ruled the R&B singer had fulfilled the conditions of his sentence and closed the case Friday. Brown was charged with felony assault and making criminal threats in the 2009 incident. He pled guilty and accepted a plea deal of community labor to avoid jail time. Jason Aldean is a married man again. People magazine and US Weekly report the country crooner wed former American Idol contestant Brittany Kerr Saturday in Mexico. You may remember Aldean was first linked to Kerr in 2012, while he was still married to his first wife. He filed for divorce in 2013 and then started to publicly date Kerr shortly after. He popped the question to Kerr in September. Actor Vin Diesel is honoring his late friend and co-star Paul Walker in a very special way. The Fast and Furious star revealed today that he named his new daughter Pauline after Walker. Diesel says naming his new baby for Walker keeps his memory alive. Pauline is Diesel's third child with girlfriend Paloma Jimenez. That's all I have for entertainment news. Now back to you, ladies.
Spring the season, everyone is hoping to get in shape, whether it is to tighten their abs, lift the booty, or tone the body. More people are turning to peculiar fitness practices. Janet Esparza has the details.
Aussie Pole Fitness has brought sexy to fitness. With its alternative fitness routine, it is tailored to the needs of everyone, making working out fun, flirty, and effective. Burlesque, a popular class at the Aussie Pole Fitness studio, combines aerobics and cardio, making this class the perfect workout. With its rigorous and sensual routine, it helps women and men target problematic areas such as the abs, thighs, and butt.
Standard cardio, whether it's running, whether it's aerobics, cycling. Oftentimes it's not fun for a lot of people. Why the vacuum? They're not having fun, so they're not going to stick to it. They'll do it a few times, they'll do it once in a while, but for most people it's kind of like eating vegetables and they don't want to do it. Versus this, you learn something new every time, and like as you saw with the girls in Chardae's class, they're having fun doing it and they feel good about themselves.
Burlesque not only includes movement, but it also includes stagecraft and acting skills. The emphasis on dance also helps clients improve their balance, stability, and posture.
There's so many women who come in either because they went through a tough time in their life, or they want to do something new for themselves, or they just went through a bad breakup. And pole dancing, burlesque, any aerial, like it's a way to find yourself again. So it's you leave feeling so great about yourself.
The unique fitness routine provides clients with confidence, body awareness, and empowerment. The sensual nature of the dance helps women redefine their negative feelings about certain parts of their body that they find unattractive. Throughout the course, the clients learn to love their bodies and work with them to achieve fitness goals. After that sexy display of fitness, you may be wondering where to sign up. Well, the Aussie Pole Fitness is located in Aliso Viejo. You can find out more information regarding its class schedules and membership fee in its website at aussiepolefitnessav.com. This is Janet Esparza reporting for OC News.
That's it for tonight on OC News. Have a safe and sunny spring break.
Tweet us at OC News Cal State Fullerton with the fun ways you're enjoying your week off.
We'll be back in 2 weeks with the latest OC News.